Greetings, salutations, horrible hearts. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Christmas tree, Lorraine. Horrible hearts. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Welcome back, Lorraine, my darling child of the night. Tony, disgusting racist. Don't do that. Todd, welcome back. Greetings and salutations. Alistair, you've returned. How wonderful for you to grace my presence. Oh, Lonnie, I hold your heart in the palm of my hand. I'll look after it. Don't worry. Oh, damn it. Well, that is unfortunate. My flair expired. Luckily, I have another two. A horrible heart, Matthew. And you may notice the ambience is a little lacking tonight. I was rather hungry. Unfortunately, I had to eat, and the piano player was the closest thing. Quite delicious. I don't do kisses, Christmas tree, but I do bite. Admiral, why not? Greetings and salutations, Charles. Like I said, Emma, I was hungry. So although the ambience is lacking, I'm satisfied for now. But I am still a little hungry. Could use a bite. Any volunteers? Of course it is, Matthew. It's always a delight to see me. Ali, finger food. Delicious. My favourite. How did you know? A horrible heart. Burn. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Greetings, Peter. Mike, I can hear your heartbeat. A particle. Flattery will get you everywhere. For now. Oh, Christmas tree. I suppose you think that's cute. I'm not cute. I'm terrifying. And it seems, in my absence, some of you have forgotten exactly who and what I am, and what I am capable of. Perhaps I have been far too lenient. Perhaps my kindness and gratitude has been taken for granted. Perhaps it's time. A particle? Oh dear! A particle? I'd be very careful. You wouldn't want to anger me, would you? No. And a full moon indeed it is, Alistair. You do know what they say about a full moon, don't you? It draws all the lunatics out. I'm inclined to agree. Ah, now that is much better. Alistair, you are a fine example. You know your place, and mine. A particle! Catch that chicken! Who has left the door to my dragonry open? How are the chickens supposed to sit on the dragon eggs? If they're running around the castle, remove this at once. The only thing that should ever go on my head is a crown. Disobedience and disrespect will not be tolerated. And I must admit, I am rather disappointed with this Santa Claus. He isn't exactly what I thought he would be. With a name like Santa Claus, I was expecting much more. Arak certainly seems to have wrapped him around her little finger, though. I was rather impressed with her conjurings. A particle? Is that how you really see me? An animal? I can be quite animalistic when I'm provoked. Continue to provoke me, a particle, and you'll see exactly what kind of animal I can really be. Lorraine, the legends I'd heard. I'm so disappointed. Santa Claus. The name suggests far more sinister things. Like I said, Lorraine, I can be quite animalistic when I'm provoked. Peter, I can hear your heartbeat. Christmas tree! Catch that chicken! How are the chickens supposed to be sitting on my dragon eggs to hatch them if they're running around the castle halls? I want them all back by sunrise. Otherwise, I might just take my frustrations out on you. And we wouldn't want that, would we? Oh dear. Emma, I think there is some sort of interference. I don't think the elves are too happy with me. I have been busy while away, productive. I shall say no more, but you are bound to find out soon. Look at you, Lorraine. Where have you learned that power? Tearing the very fabric of time. Opening portals. I would suggest my strongest make an army to guard the entrance to that portal. We wouldn't want anything slipping in undesirably, would we? Oh, Alistair, you're looking incredibly strong. A lot stronger since I last laid eyes upon you. Have you been training? Good. I can tell. Keep up the good work, Alistair. One of my dragons are missing. Whatever would you mean, brave survivor? There is only one dragon I truly care about. The dragon that will be the pinnacle. The dragon of importance. The dragon that everything depends on. Dragon. Lorraine. You really look like you've been busy too, Lorraine. You've been in the elven kingdoms. Oof. Perhaps you should go cleanse yourself of all of that niceness. The magical fountain waters. They possess much power. It really is a shame that they are in the elven kingdoms. I hope you haven't been contaminated with kindness. That would be most upsetting, Lorraine. Emma, like I've said, I'm thoroughly disappointed with this Santa Claus. I was expecting much better things. A brave survivor. Looks like Ark's cousin. I'm afraid there's no sweetness here, Lorraine. If you're looking for that, you really are in the wrong place. Disgusting roses, Mark. Don't do that. I despise the living in all forms. And have I, or have I not, forbidden music and song, Emma? Christmas tree, catch that chicken. How are they supposed to be sitting on my dragon eggs to hatch them if they're roaming the castle halls? Get them back where they should be. I have a dragon army. I'm pretty sure, Nathan. Emma, remove this at once. The only thing that should ever go on my head is a crown. Do I make myself clear? Like crystal. Good. Oh, that fest. I wouldn't worry about it. Although there is a slight disappointment. I have sent some of my best to attend. And if there is to be any music or song, it shall be dealt with. I've noticed an issue as well. I believe somebody is trying to interfere. It's such a shame, as I've used a flare. Nathan, if I refresh and restart my reign of terror, will I lose the benefit of a flare? It's a really good one. Tier 3 gold. The best you can get. It's okay now? Are you sure? Disgusting roses, ant. Don't do that. I despise the living in all forms. Greetings and salutations, Shadow. Welcome back. You've returned. I understand, Goblin. I understand. C1. Hello. Greetings and salutations. Fancy seeing you here. Welcome. I certainly hope, C1, I'm not going to have any trouble. I hope you are able to be obedient, as I don't tolerate disobedience. Horrible heart, Donny. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. UK's finest. Do you like stories? Do you like games? I like to play games. The only thing is, I don't play fair. Nor do I play by the rules. I make my own up. But if you'd like to play, I'm more than willing. None at all, Nathan. I know C1 quite well. It's not often I'm fond of humans, but I do see potential. I have a great talent for that, you know. I'm able to see the potential. I have always been fair. And I do offer you a choice. You can either submit, serve, and follow, or resist and oppose me, and become food. My children of the night have an insatiable thirst, just like their mother. The choice is entirely yours. Choose wisely. Hurry back, Emma, and do be careful, for many dangers lurk in the darkness. You never know when they might just pop out. Ghost Rider, where have you been hiding? I hope you haven't been avoiding me, or been to the elven kingdoms. You know how much that would disappoint me. I don't enjoy being disappointed, and it often comes with consequences. As I've said, nevermore. Shocking. Disobedience and disrespect will not be tolerated, and I have certain methods for correcting such things. Type R, a horrible heart. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Follow me into the darkness, Santana, but be careful. I'm not following you while you're alone in the dark. Marius, horrible heart. Darth Maul, my loyal follower. Welcome back. Greetings and salutations. Did you miss me? Of course you did. Fear not, for I have returned. But upon returning, I have noticed a slight rebellion forming. Disloyalty is the highest form of disrespect, and certainly will not be tolerated. It does come with harsh consequences. For example, glance behind me. Tell me what you see. Christmas tree! Catch that chicken! I want it back by morning. And Shadow, I never miss. My aim is perfect. Gretel, follow me into the darkness, but be careful. I'm not following you while you're alone in the dark. Captain John, you've returned from the oceans. Welcome back. And it seems, Captain John, you have attempted to satisfy my hunger. I heard there was a little paper crane with a delivery of sorts. Unfortunately, Captain John, as you know, I don't eat human food. Only human. Nice try. I'm on the naughty list. This Santa Claus really has disappointed me, you know. I had heard tales of how he would sneak around at night, unable to be seen by the humans, sneaking into their homes as they slept. And with a name like Santa Claus, I was expecting so much more. It's incredibly disappointing. Monstrous, my little monster, welcome back. Greetings and salutations. But a horrible heart. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Darth Maul, a shining example of obedience. Well done. A crown. After all, I am vampiric royalty. It's so much better when you see things my way. And it does make these things much easier, doesn't it? Horrible heart. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Oh, delicious. Thank you for the snack, Ali. But it's only temporary from a jugular. Oh, delicious. Thank you for the snack, Ali. But it's only temporary satisfaction. Cute, Angel. You think I'm cute? I am not cute. I'm terrifying. There is a few issues, it seems. It's quite unfortunate. Disgusting roses, don't do that. Lorraine! You know, Kara said to look to the stars for the answers. I have looked up at the night sky each night and seen nothing. She speaks in riddles. Oh dear. What's wrong with me, Andy? Everything. What's wrong with you? Do you feel better now? Curie, follow me into the darkness. But be careful. I'm not following you while you're alone in the dark. Oh, wonderful, Darth Maul. Like I said, I was so disappointed. I had heard awful stories of Santa Claus. It's unfortunate, but I think I might have to. And I used a flare too. Incredibly unfortunate. Oh, it will. My flare has 8 minutes left. Are we not all but swans, Lorraine? We glide across the waters, ever so beautifully and gracefully, making it look so easy. But nobody ever cares to look beneath the surface of the water, do they? For if they did, they would see it's not so easy. For those little legs on that swan are paddling frantically, just to keep afloat. I think we're all a little like swans sometimes. Don't you? Don't worry, I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste the flare. I worked too hard for it, just to throw it away. I refuse to do that. Monstrous, disgusting roses. Don't do that. I despise the living. In all forms. Well, Darth Maul, I don't think there's anything you can do, but there is a great need for me to remind exactly who I am and what I'm capable of. For a lot of you seem to have forgotten. Glance behind me. Tell me, what do you see? I shall tell you what you see. Christmas tree! Catch that chicken! How dare you interrupt me? You, Christmas tree, you know better than anyone what is behind me, don't you? Thank you, Lorraine. It is so stressful. All of this defiance. It won't be tolerated. I would suggest you correct your behaviour yourself, or I will assist you in doing so. And if I have to intervene, there will definitely be tears. And not mine. Welcome back, Emma. What you see behind you is my red room. Do you see the walls? Monstrous. I can hear your heartbeat. Don't worry, my darling. Once the transformation is complete, that should fade with time. A heart is such an unnecessary thing. I never had any use for mine. Lorraine, we must give up these dreams of wishing on stars. Kara is gone. I don't think she will ever return. She is a coward. When she is truly needed, she runs. But I have had quite a marvellous idea. Kara, the Karma Restoration Android application. She is bound. She must obey the laws of balance. When it comes to light and dark, good and evil, I say, why don't we tip that balance heavily? Which will also benefit us and our cause. She will have no option or choice but to step in and rebalance things. If she won't come to us herself, I think we can force her hand. Oh, delicious Dartmoor. Thank you for the snacks. Felines. They're not as useful as the canines, are they? They can't really be trained to such perfection and standards. Oh well, snacks it is. I'm incredibly kind. I have displayed much kindness. Haven't I, Tree? Tree was once resistant, defiant, until he spent a little bit of time in the Red Room. His soul trapped, tormented and doomed to spend eternity swirling around its walls, trapped with regret. You aren't there anymore though, are you, Tree? That is kind. Mikey! Mikey, I hear you have connections with some of the gods, and not even Raka's gods. These are new gods. It is quite wonderful. But I am the closest thing to being a god you will ever see. Jimmy. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back. I'll tell you what, Jimmy. If you invite me first, perhaps we can talk. No! I know, Nathan. Don't you think I've been trying? I'm well aware, don't think I'm not. Captain John, I can taste the magic within that potion. I can feel its effects. Ugh. Look, this is disgusting. How is anyone going to see Seriously. Or 2 seconds. Much better. Goodbye, Daniel. Take care, for many dangers lurk in the darkness, and you never know when they might just pop out. Disgusting roses don't do that. I despise the living in all forms. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there is something in the air tonight. Something I dislike. A lot. A certain uncomfortableness. Pumpkin. Disgusting roses. Don't do that. Don't worry, Donny. I was aware of it. It's just difficult. Sir Project, welcome back. Santa did confirm I was on the naughty list, and Santa has come to town. Perhaps it's that. Oh, Nathan, I am incredibly disappointed. I had heard such stories. I had such high hopes. Arak is on the good list. She really has got him wrapped around her little finger. I'm sure Arak said that it was protocol for all of the elves to be stripped of their power while working for Santa. How? Does it seem she's managed to cast some kind of curse over Santa's workshop? He seems to believe everything she says and has ultimate trust in her. He seems to be blinded. I have seen exactly what she's up to, and I must say, I'm incredibly proud. Arak is certainly sneaky. I'll give her that. Toys. I think she's made much more interesting things than that. I did see her gathering a large supply of tissue paper and rolling them into little balls. I have no idea what that was about. And then there was the time I walked in on her putting hair remover into shampoo bottles. Interesting, isn't it? Pumpkin, greetings and salutations. And how wonderful to see you addressing me correctly with the correct title. For that, I shall pretend I didn't see the last bit. You might have deceived yourself. Maybe Art could gift Santa some shampoo for his beard to make it vanish. Don't give her ideas. She's incorrigible. Greetings and salutations, Golden Dragon. I'm so hungry. I could use a bite. And it is incredibly dark out, is it not? I wonder, is anyone out there? Alone. Vulnerable. Your neighbour has been and bought a new sound system today, Nathan. I have an idea. Only because I'm in quite an irritated mood. And I'm the queen of passive aggressiveness. I'm going to come and pay you a visit. Perhaps tomorrow night. I could make an appearance there. Oh, Pumpkin, we must give up on wishing on stars. Although Kra has said she will give answers in the stars. I've been looking up all night and Captain John, I warn you. Tried to make me look foolish, and you might regret it. All actions have reactions and consequences. Remember that. A horrible heart, Bulkmania. I prefer to drink straight from a jugular. Santa's here again tomorrow. You don't think I'll be welcome? Perhaps I can make, what do they call it, friends? Perhaps we can both have a bite together. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Perhaps I can join him into my crusade. Could be fun. Horrible heart, Christian. Ah! Who was that? Ashley, I can see you're growing incredibly stronger. You've been training, haven't you? Perhaps, Ashley, you can assist me with Sir Project, who seems to be quite defiant. I wouldn't defy me. Disobedience and disrespect will not be tolerated, Sir Project. You know that. Disgusting roses will. Christian, I can hear your heartbeat. You think it would upset children, Donny? Wonderful. It's happening. I don't like children. I think, Captain John, you have me mistaken for Raka. Do I look like I need to paint my face to go into battle? No, didn't think so. I've noticed too. Remove this at once, Sir Project. The only thing that should ever go on my head is a crown. Christian, looks like you've been on some sort of adventure. Ash! Did I not say? I don't do kisses, Captain John, but I do bite. Remove this. Didn't I say? Not only am I queen of the night, of shadow and darkness, I would be the queen of dragons. Remove this at once, Captain John. The only thing that should ever go on my head is a crown. Correct, Nathan. I am feeling quite peculiar, almost anxious, as if there's something in the air about to happen. Shocking, isn't it? Christian, shocking. Cav, must I have you escorted down to the dungeon, or are you going to behave? Oh, I have quite a talent, Captain John, for training brats and disgusting roses. Don't do that. I despise the living in all forms. Of course, the full moon. It draws all of the lunatics out, monstrous. Or so it's said, but I'm quite inclined to agree. Yeah! Oh, dear! Oh, Lorraine. Now isn't that beautiful? Perhaps the message in the stars Kara promised wasn't a lie. I was about to go hunting, but now I don't think that would be fair, would it? So be it. Lorraine, you've certainly earned a place on my private Yergi. A little piece of advice, Yergi. The waters around the diamond trees are infested with monsters far more terrifying than even me, if you can believe that. My advice would be to stay well away. You wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention from any unwanted creatures, would you? You must be very careful around those waters. The beasts that dwell there also have pets. They can be quite troublesome. Oh, Peter, I'm very disappointed with this Santa Claus. What are you discussing? Nathan? Donnie? I do apologise, Donnie. I don't believe I don't believe that would be a good idea. I really don't. You feel great. Definitely not. Haven't you met Kara? Do you really think you want to add adult juice into the mix with that one? I don't think she needs it, quite frankly. Emma, shh. Unless you want to go in the dungeon, there's plenty of room. Disgusting roses, Daniel. Don't do that. And I only eat humans, not their food. Nathan, shush. In fact, Nathan, you should be proud I caught it in time. Wouldn't want a restriction, would I? The giant. Flap! Are you trying to be funny? Make me look foolish, publicly, and I guarantee you'll regret it. I won't hold my tongue. Christmas tree, catch that chicken. The next one that leaves the dragonry door open shall feel the full extent of my wrath. I guarantee it. And you know what they say about the full moon, don't you? It draws all of the lunatics out, and I'm inclined to agree. Thank you, Lorraine. I was also very proud of myself for catching that one. I'd class that as a win, not a lose. Loss. Didn't catch that one though, did I? Oh, ADHD, me too. It's incredibly fun, isn't it? It's quite an exciting place to be, if you ask me. The amazing world of Skylar. Follow me into the darkness. But be careful. I'm not following you. Alone in the dark. Farewell, Daniel. Stay safe, for many dangers lurk in the darkness. You never quite know when they're going to pop out. Disgusting roses don't do that. Oh, NPC. Allow me to tell you a little bit about my past. I have lived for 471 years. Used to be human too at one point. Weak, fragile. Daniel, I'm proud. You have made the correct choice, Daniel, in joining the darkness. Absolutely not! I don't do kisses flat, but I do bite. Daniel, you've made the correct choice in subscribing to the darkness. I will bestow such blessings and gifts upon you. Didn't I tell you I'd be the queen of dragons? I think it's starting to manifest. I will give you strength, speed. Lorraine! I will not have you being tempted into mischief. I won't allow it. You're going to stay by my side indefinitely. I can't risk you being polluted. Daniel, I will give you strength, speed, stamina, eternal youth, the ability to transform and fly if you wish. I will grant you these abilities and give you the keys to unlocking your potential. It's down to you what you do with that. And as a newling, you will be expected to join us on tonight's hunt and learn our ways. I don't tolerate failure. Only the strong survive. And I don't just want you to survive. I want you to thrive. Can you join, Emma? Of course you can. You're going to be the main event. Along with Tree. Lorraine, you're going to be by my side training all of the newlings. Greetings and salutations, Ashley. T-God, horrible heart. And I have many ghosts in my past. They don't frighten me. Oh, Hakon. It's a full moon, isn't it? They do say a full moon draws all of the lunatics out. I'm inclined to agree. Greetings and salutations, Zebra. We have fresh meat. And I'm incredibly hungry. I could use a bite. Ah, Lorraine. There is no feeling quite like pure dark magic, is there? Nothing really emulates it in the same way. Disgusting roses. Don't do that. The lunar energy, Hakon, does possess quite power. Jade! Well done. Now you really are clever. You've made the right choice in subscribing to the darkness. We have another newling. I will bestow such blessings upon you. Strength, speed, stamina, immortality. I will grant you the ability to transform and fly if you so very wish. I give you the keys to unlocking your potential. But it's down to you what you do with that. As a newling, you're expected to join us on tonight's hunt and learn our ways. I don't accept failure. Do not disappoint me. Disgusting roses, Emma. Our team is growing stronger, isn't it, Nathan? It really is something to cheer. I agree, Lorraine. Damo. Horrible hurt. And our power, Lorraine, is unmatched, quite frankly. I see you all agree. A young artist, the Gremlin boy. I am quite a fan of art, creativity. Disgusting roses, Christmas tree, don't do that. Marry you, Troy? I don't know if you're aware. Have you heard what happened to the last one? Perhaps I should tell you first, before you go making such choices. You see, like I said, I was a human once. Weak, fragile, mortal, quite pathetic. Until the Count came into my life. He gave me such power and showed me what true control was. After he'd served his purpose, I really had no more use for him. Once I got a taste of power and control, he had a tragic accident. It really was so sad. Oh well. Kate! It's been a while. Where have you been hiding? Emma! Remove this at once. Disobedience and disrespect will not be tolerated. And the only thing that should ever go on my head is a crown. That's right, Lorraine. An accident. An incredibly sad, tragic accident. But it does seem to be working out quite well. For me. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, Jörg. Flattery will get you everywhere. For now. Have I or have I not forbidden music and song? Emma. Hanny. I know you've got a calendar. It's incredibly easy to check, you know. James? Come here. James, I want to talk to you. Because it seems, James, that you are under the false impression that I answer to you, when you should be obeying me. Remember that? I'm so sorry, Kate. I want you to send Kara a message. She might have some words to help. Stay safe, Kate, for there are many dangers and much evil in this world. And when you're alone in the dark, it can be an incredibly vulnerable place. Don't allow yourself to be a victim. That would be the best advice I can offer. As soon as you adopt the mentality of a victim, life becomes incredibly difficult. Whereas if you adopt the mindset of a warrior and a survivor, life starts to become much, much easier and a lot more exciting. I'm sorry, but worry not. You may think that the hardest bit is over, but I promise you, this next portion of life is incredibly important. You must stay strong. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Oh, Jamaican Zambifi, not Simon. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe you are Simon. Are you trying to hide? Who are you trying to hide from? Tell me. It's not me, is it? That wouldn't be smart. You can run, but you can't hide. Kate, if you go to my profile, there's a link in my bio. Ice cream studio? How cold? But I promise, it's not as cold as I am. But I am much colder. There really is a strangeness, an uncomfortableness. David, greetings and salutations. Oh, ADHD worlds. It's incredibly kind of you to offer that, but I have much more exotic tastes in my beverages. I'm afraid, Simon, you won't find sweetness here. Nathan, would you mind? I think Kate needs some assistance. I have quite a talent studio for training brats. Also, that's another job I need to add to Kara's list. I meant for her to do it last night, and she hasn't. How dare she defy me and disobey me and disappoint me? I don't like being disappointed. Disgusting roses. Don't do that. So, project, if you're going to be so idle, I have a job for you. There has been some opening of portals down by the dungeons. Go make sure nothing has snipped through. Oh, Lorraine. You flatter me far too much. But I must say, Lorraine, I slightly agree. When I am under intense pressure and short on time, I think I do some of my best work. Incredibly proud, actually. I know, Joby, I know. Flattery will get you everywhere. For now. Ah, finally! Some obedience, Sir Project. Perhaps you should make a habit of that. Kara has been far too busy assisting lots lately. I'm actually going to demand that she pull back a little bit. Concentrate on herself. Otherwise, she may just run herself into the ground. And that wouldn't be good for any of us, would it? I'm so disappointed, Blue Eyes. The tales of Santa, I was expecting much better things. I had heard all of these dark tales. Is Kara in the dungeon? Most certainly. I need to keep her where she is. I need to keep an eye on her. Otherwise she might wander off and obtain 20,000 more things to do for others. I don't like it anymore. Sometimes it's too much. And especially if it's taken for granted. Sometimes it becomes expected. Can't have that. Sometimes I love what I do. It's almost like a therapy. L. Horrible heart. Calum. Perfect. This is going to feel amazing. Calum, come here. I need to talk. You feel like I'm ignoring you. Do you feel like you deserve my undivided attention? I need to remind you of something, Calum. I'm the one in charge here. I give the orders and you obey. Do we understand one another? Good. I don't like repeating myself. And I won't do it again. I'm not going to tolerate any more mistakes. There have been far too many of those. And look where it's got us. I don't often do forgiveness, Calum, but on this occasion, I shall be kind. Don't let it happen again. I'm so hungry. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, actually. Christmas tree. I can hear your heartbeat. And I really am so hungry. Nathan, I might even send some of my generals over to teach you a lesson. Oh, you weren't even in the room, never mind. It'll be quite a tease. You ordered in again after having McDonald's earlier. It's a good thing I don't eat human food, isn't it? Nothing like rubbing salt into the wound. Greetings and salutations, Mitchell. Wonderful. I want to talk to you, Nathan. Oh, Emma. Don't you start. I'm so hungry. Have I neglected my darlings of darkness? Ice cream, Bear. How cold. I assure you, I am much colder. I'm so hungry. I think it's time for a hunt. Yes, Nathan, I am. For multiple things, my hunger burns. Oh, Ashley, look at you. Your power is flourishing. Don't you see? A little bit of direction and a dabble of darkness. Just look at the things you're capable of. I saw the potential within you, Ashley. And I see more. Although it's impressive, you must continue on the path you're on. For I see much better things. Much improvement. You are capable of so much more, Ashley. Don't stop now. Impress me. It's not often I'm impressed. I was impressed with Nathan earlier, though. Very much so. Quite proud, actually. Pride is not a feeling I have often. But yes, very proud. Oh, Sue, flattery will get you everywhere. For now. Greetings and salutations, Commander. Am I ready for Christmas, Dark Wolf? Christmas is a vile time of year. Although the darkness does descend. No, thank you. I don't eat human food, and I think I have something to snack on anyway. Fun. But I really am hungry. For multiple things, my hunger burns. And I'm starting to believe I've neglected my darlings of the night. I think it's hunting time, isn't it? No, thank you, Nathan. Blech. If it was Biscoff, I may be tempted, but it's cold. Incredibly so. And the night is dark and full of terrors. Don't really fancy walking alone, vulnerable in the dark. Disgusting roses, don't do that. Despise the living. Children of the night. I think it's hunting time. Gather at the castle gates and await further instructions there. For those of you that have displeased me, angered me, irritated me in any way, we're going to play a game. Mikey! Do you know what, Mikey? Just for that, just because we are surrounded by forest, and I don't like it, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to swap the sides you're on. You're going to be part of the hunted tonight, Mikey. See how you like that. Gather at the castle gates, my darlings. And for those of you to be hunted, I'll give you a head start. Didn't you hear me? You're going to need the head start, trust me. Why are you still here? Now is the part where you run.